Manager, Material Management Department, working in ONGC. We are here. We are very thankful to sir for giving us time to share his perspective on management. Off to you, sir. Sir,
5 minutes, sir. And with MBA students.
वो मैडम के पास में प्रैक्टिस में किसी ले रहा था थोड़ा उसमें अमेंडमेंट था मुझे.
Okay.
Sir, I would like you to share some perspective on management.
Okay. It's really pleasure for me that you people are here, and I have seen your questions. I will not be giving you reply point wise. I mean the questions that you have raised. I'll just give my point of view to various issues that you have touched. I will start from the last question. That is, what is the driving force that keeps you going in the organization? I feel that the purpose of a person is the driving force that keeps him going on. If my purpose is great, I will be given. Lord Buddha's purpose was great, and that is why he could achieve so many things in his life. Everybody should work hard to first define his purpose. And I will advise you also to define your purpose first. If your purpose is well defined, it will automatically lead you or drive you and achieve success for you. You take Mahatma Gandhi, you take anybody, Indira Gandhi, everybody had very high perspective, very high level of purpose. Take even Lata Mangeshkar, her purpose was or is great, and that is why she is still going on. Khushwant Singh's purpose was great, and that made him right even at the age of 99. So the driving force is the purpose or greatness of the purpose that you are having. Next point is any mistake that you have done in the past and lessons learned from it. I have read somewhere that mistakes are the most beautiful thing in the life. The mistakes enable you to experience certain situation. Had there not been any mistake, the world would not have progressed.
Yes.
So committing mistake is quite natural. One should not feel that a mistake has happened, so therefore it is totally doomed. I will give you one example. I was sitting in a meeting, very high level meeting, and some mistake had occurred, and I feel that I was responsible for the mistake.
Okay.
And my bosses, when they started questioning me that how this mistake had happened, my boss, immediate boss, he told them that it was his mistake, not mine. He shared the total mistake on himself. And he repeated to the management for at least 5 times that I am sorry that this mistake has been committed. I knew that it was not his mistake. He was just protecting me for the mistake that was done by me. I had experienced that mistake. Therefore, probably I will not commit mistakes that level in my life. At the same time, since my boss had protected me by shouldering the total responsibility of my mistake, so it has given me enough courage that if my people commit mistake, my subordinates, my colleagues commit mistake, I should be able to take total responsibility for such mistakes. So this is the character of my boss. And when I SMS'd him am really very sorry that you had to say so many things in front of management for no fault of your mind of yours. He replied, forget it as a bad thing. So such was the level of the courage of the person to protect me. So if suppose you are doing certain things in a right perspective, your boss will also understand it. That the mistake is unknowingly, it has unknowingly happened. It should not have happened. Management will also feel that mistake was not intentional. It just happened. And I am telling you, if the mistake is unintentional, everybody will pardon you. My boss had pardoned me. My boss later on became director of ONGC, who stated to the higher level management that the mistake was his. I mean, he stated that I am sorry. 5 times he stated. And the management also felt about my position. They would have also realized that the mistake was totally unintentional. So committing mistake is, according to me, committing mistake is not something about which one should feel that is doomed. Mistake gives you an experience. One must learn from his experience. But this experience is gained by the mistakes which one commits himself. You cannot gain experience from others' mistake as much as you can gain experience from your own mistake. Understood? So this is what mistake is. Therefore, I feel that mistake is the most beautiful thing of the life. I'll tell you, Wittgenstein was a mathematician and Bertrand Russell was his teacher. He was also a mathematician. But Wittgenstein did not agree with many of the principles of Bertrand Russell. He used to just criticize Bertrand Russell on theoretical aspects. But the love between the two was so great that when Wittgenstein wrote book, the preface was written by Bertrand Russell. We have heard about Heisenberg. We have also heard about Niels Bohr. Right? Niels Bohr was quite aged. Heisenberg was just upcoming. Heisenberg did not agree with the Bohr's theory. He questioned the Bohr's theory. But the love between the two was so great that when they used to walk together, people used to say, you see, these two have so many uncommon things. One is not agreeing to the other. But still they have too much of love between them.
So who is the one with whom you share this kind of thing? I mean, who is your mentor and who is your...
No, I read it. Okay. I read all those things. So I just tell you, when the two great minds, when they can have different opinion and yet they can love each other, why can't we? So they have set aside their ego. They read and they have their own opinion. I am told that up to the end of his life, Einstein could not appreciate the theory of Heisenberg. He could not imagine what Heisenberg used to say. Heisenberg was very, very young at that time. So, mistake is something which is quite natural and we must learn from our mistake. And mistake gives you an experience if you have committed yourself. Mistakes, learning from mistakes of others, it helps, but not like what we learn from our mistakes. Then any personal experience, if you can share, where you illustrated leadership. You see, something, at least I cannot say that I have done so many things. And because it will Tendulkar never says that she has achieved so many things in her life. Sachin Tendulkar says that still he has to learn many things. So, if you are saying that you have achieved something, means your achievement, you are putting an end to your achievement. You are counting your achievements. When you have started counting your achievements, means your total, journey is probably coming to an end. So you should not be satisfied with what you have done doing it. This can be done, this can be achieved only if your purpose is great. If you are thinking that your job is you think that you should be general manager of a company or CEO of a company, that purpose is very, very limited. But if suppose your purpose is so great, Lata Mangeshkar's purpose, she still feels that she is a novice. She has started learning just now. So, at least I cannot tell you about my achievements, because whatever I have done, it's too little to be counted. Many more things are supposed to come, and I can say that I have not achieved in that, but I have not achieved anything. Then we are working in the engineering department of ONGC. It handles procurement and inventory stocking for ONGC. Lot many purchases are there. So you want to understand that how do we take decision in this public sector setup where there is high level of bureaucracy. I have told you during our initial informal discussion that how do you take decisions? The thumb rule for my taking decision is that if the decision takes you forward, then it is the correct decision. And the basis of this thumb rule has been enacted from the principle of Gandhiji, that which is the best decision if it is able to wipe out tears of the poorest of poor or weakest of weaker, then it is a good decision. So if your decision is able to take your organization, your department in a forward direction, even if it involves risk, it's a good decision. We are working in a public sector undertaking where there are so many rules and regulations are to be followed. The rules and regulations are to be interpreted in the manner in which we are moving forward. If suppose you become too much cautious that this way is risky or that way, that way is more risky, probably you will not be able to reach it. You have to assess the risk, and you have to assess by taking this risk whether I am able to serve the company's achievements, go forward. And I find that if you have taken risk, and if it turns out to be a bad decision, management probably will not trouble you. I feel like that. So whatever decision is able to takes you forward, that is a good decision. And the decision which takes you backward or which stagnates you, that is a bad decision. Then general management challenges that you face in your role, and how do you deal with them? So this has been stated that how do you motivate your subordinates, how do you deal with your colleagues? Because because this is public sector undertaking, everybody is assured, job is assured, and nothing is at stake. So my job is, if I am able to create a sense of purposeness, if I am able to generate or make the purpose of person clear, then probably I have done my job. If the purpose is, suppose somebody is lethargic, madam तक तो होगा, तक तो, if the purpose is lethargic, person is lethargic, is not performing, I feel it is because his purpose is not clear to him. Your job, management's job, is to make his purpose clear. The moment he is clear of his purpose, he will do. He goes to his family and does job. Whatever family requirement is there, he does it. Because his purpose is clear. The moment his purpose is clear about in the organization, he will do his job. I have told you, just I will repeat that story. बोलो. तू ऐसा कर दे, इसको रख दे, मैं करता हूँ उसको 5 मिनट में.
इसमें जो है ना वो एक्चुअली फाइनेंशियल इम्प्लीकेशन में एक जगह
कैमरा चल रहा है. रख दे इसको, मैं करता हूँ.
Sir, 5 minutes, sir, 5 minutes.
I'll tell you, I was in other department, and when I joined that department, everything was new to me. My colleagues were totally new. My subordinates were new because I had not worked with them. My superiors were also new. Now I have to make my points clear to them. I have to win over their confidence so that whatever I say appeals them.
You can conclude.
So it is done?
Yes, you can conclude, I mean, because the battery is out of.
Okay.
And it's more than.
story, story.
Okay. चलेगा 5 मिनट?